Morning, guys. Let me turn this down a little. Sorry about that. Always have it at the wrong angle. Oh, well. As you know, I had been really doing some great walking lately. And, well, today it's drizzling. We're going to be having thunderstorms within the next hour. And it appears that all day today is going to be a mess. So that leaves me not doing any hardcore walking, which is really disappointing because I've gotten my body to the point it craves it now. But what can I say? So, I really should be exercising at least indoors today. And we may at least just stick with the floor exercise, but not necessarily dumbbells. And the reason why I'm not necessarily doing dumbbells again is because I do that routinely, and I don't want my body to get so accustomed to the dumbbells that it no longer is affected by them. So I'm giving the dumbbells another break. But that will also allow me to focus on possibly doing 30 push-ups. Possibly. I'm not saying I can, not saying I will, but I possibly will. I've been thinking I would love to give myself a complete challenge. This is day 49, and that leaves me 11 days to be the end of the 60 days. And so I'm kind of wanting to give myself a challenge to just see if I can lose another 5 pounds, which would put me at 205. So let's see if I can lose 5 pounds in 11 days. I am really going to have to focus, pay attention closely to my body, and not give in to its desires, but give in to its needs. I'm going to have to really pay close attention. Now, this morning I'm not hungry, and it is 9:30, so I have officially now been on a 12-hour fast. I'm going to see how long I can fast today without going out and walking. Because, when you're out walking, you're not thinking about food anyway, and it makes it easier for you to fast. You're busy focusing on your surroundings and enjoying your walk, knowing that you're pounding the fat away. So I'm going to see how long I can fast, and hopefully I will be doing another 16, 17-hour fast. So we will find out. My baby is wanting something, I'm not quite sure. So, and that means I've got to do it whether or not it's raining. I've got to do it whether or not I get to walk. Which means seriously focusing on my intake. Very seriously. I do not have my Fitbit on. I'm not in a challenge anyway. And I don't get that many steps in when I'm here in the house. So I'm not going to focus on my steps today. But I was looking in the mirror, and I noticed that this down here is starting to ride high. it still somewhat hangs over my hips, but not so bad. So that's awesome. The apron is starting to get tighter and pull up. And more than likely it's because of those hardcore walks. Because the one thing that I have heard several exercise gurus say, the higher you lift your knees, the more you work your stomach. Denise Austin, Gilead, Belly Blanks, all of them that I've exercised with. Lift your knees, get those knees up, works the stomach. So, and some of those trails that I've been walking, I really have to bring my knee up. Really. I mean, I finally found the expert trail yesterday. And there's a couple trails that are labeled intermediate. And they're just as tough as the expert. So the expert wasn't so expert after all. But I did have to stop a couple times for breath. So that says something. Which I do on a lot of the intermediates too. So some of the lines that I walk is also advanced. But it happens that I took my GPS with me yesterday, my map. I had the map pulled up and I'd set the GPS on it. So I was able to see where I was walking. And I was able to find the trails and I wasn't lost. And oh my goodness, Father God knows what we love the most. And He knows I love tunnels and bridges. And there was a tunnel that went underneath the park road. And I was looking at it and I thought, but I want to go up this way. I thought, well, I'll just backtrack and come back to the tunnel. So I go on and I come to the point where when I done this one particular trail and I was lost, I ended up on what they call Lover's Leap. And it showed on the map that there was a continuing trail. Well, this continuing trail led out to the Riverwalk. But I never did find that trail, so I was lost. So the trail that I took yesterday led me to Lover's Leap. And I thought, well, to get the extra steps in, I'll go down the trail that I came up that one time and was lost. And I looked on the GPS and I noticed that it was showing the trail that I should had found when I was lost. I thought, okay, I'm going to see if I can find this. So I followed the map and my indicator, and it was almost like God pointed it out. There was a woman going down a trail. All this time, the extended trail was behind the bathrooms. And that's not exactly what it looked like on the map that they had up on their chart on the billboard. That's not what it looked like. But all along it was out that way. And so I found the only expert trail that's there at the park. Because according to the trail system map, there's only one section that's expert, and the rest is either advanced, intermittent, or beginner. So I got extremely excited that I had found the trail that I had missed the first time, and additionally that it was expert. So I went down on one side because the expert trail has 3 individual trails. So I went down one side on the expert and came up on the other side. So I got to do a complete circle and I went right back to the trail that I'd come from and went back down. And I finally got back to that tunnel. Now this is where the excitement got. I was starting to get giddish like a kid. Now mind you, I'd already practically exhorted myself. I was still able to walk and stuff, but by this time I'd already had a very good workout. But I was really starting to get giddish because of this tunnel. And there was just a itty bitty little bridge to cross the ditch. And I could have took the other side that just you walk down the little hill into the tunnel. But I wanted to cross that little bridge. So I crossed the little bridge. I practically danced crossing it because I love bridges so much. I do. Oh my gosh. So I practically danced across that little bridge. And I walked and I said, I'm getting to go through this tunnel now. And I got into the tunnel and oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was elated. And I was giving little giggles and squeals and it was echoing through that tunnel. And the problem was it wasn't long enough. I mean, you know, it was only as long as the road is wide, so I get to the other side and I saw that there was a bridge from that tunnel, an extended bridge at the end of that tunnel. And oh my goodness, I got even more excited because not only was this bridge there, but it was long and it kind of went into a roller coaster type curve. And I thought, oh my goodness. I mean, I was laughing like a child. I was so happy and tickled. And I turned around and I looked and I got even more excited because I had watched a video once of someone trying to find what they call the richest castle. And they had shown a bridge that led up to a tunnel. I was on that bridge that led up to that tunnel and I had remembered thinking, oh my goodness, I want to walk that bridge. I want to walk that bridge. I want to go through that tunnel so bad. I gotta find that. It was right there. I was on it. I got to walk it. Oh my goodness. And it's real cute. On one of the trails that I took yesterday that I'd never walked before, there was a small area. And at first I thought, is this a miniature graveyard? And I came up upon it. Someone had set up a little fairyland. It's got a sign up on a limb. Reads fairies and friends only. And there's cute little toy houses set around for the fairies. Now I don't believe in fairies and stuff like that, but it was cute. And that caught my eye. That's all I've got. Kind of leaving myself in a hung situation here. Got so excited talking about those trails. That's how much I love hiking trails. I'm an adventurer when it comes to that. So we want to end the vlog with this, and I will see you after a while. I will be showing you what I eat all day. Oh, and as an afterthought, after I had done my vlog last night, I did get me a plate of salad because suddenly a salad sounded awesome. And I was hungry for it. So I ate myself a salad. Which the greens needed finished up anyway, so I will leave it at that, and I will see you after a while. Okay, guys, it is now 12 o'clock, and it's been just a little less than a 15-hour fast. I am very hungry, and so this is what I'm eating to break it. I'm eating Zesty Ranch veggie straws, and of course my small Coke. And that's going to be it for now, and we'll see what I'll eat later on. So, I'll be with you after a while. Hey guys. Okay, so it's the end of the day, and much better today. Much better. I didn't exercise at all. We ended up having some thunderstorms and stuff, and even a tornado warning. So, but all is well now. I didn't eat again until about 4 hours later, after I showed Jens the veggie straws and the Coke. I didn't eat again for about 4 hours, and then I had an egg roll, and then about 2.5, 3 hours later, I had 2 chicken planks and tater tots. And so, yeah, today a lot better. I am definitely working towards shrinking my stomach. I really am. I want to be able to eat very small portions at not very often during the day at all, honestly. Kind of think and eat like a skinny person, someone who not somebody who's going anorexic, but a naturally slender person that doesn't eat much naturally. And that's what I'm aiming for, so that I'm a natural small portion eater, naturally, instead of a large portion eater. So I'm still working on that. And yeah. And I know I can do it. I've done it before. But this time when I achieve that, I want to stick with it instead of allowing myself to become a glutton eater. A glutton eater. That's it. Glutton eater. Anyway, so yes, today was awesome. Done really well with my eating, and I'm very satisfied about it. And I'm going to let that be the end of today's vlog. It's a little late today. It's actually going on, it's 20 till 10 actually, so yeah. I'm just going to let this be a short vlog and an overall, And remember the challenge that I mentioned this morning, that I lose 5 more pounds, making me 205. That's my challenge to myself, that I am 205 by the end of this 30-day session. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I love yous. I will see yous tomorrow. Have a great night.